let's see, Sawyer Robertson, Baylor, also Mississippi State over 4
That's
years
true.
there.
Fifth-year senior guy, yeah.
So, 26 starts, but he played 27 games with more than 15 throws.
Yeah.
I guess one game he came in as a reserve and made more than 15 throws. That's how I've been grading it. 13 wins over that time, which is horrible. 61 touchdowns to 25 picks, 6'4", 216 pounds.
Yeah.
I watched SMU, Arizona, TCU games like that.
Sure.
I thought he was able to hit so. First of all, when we get into these kind of guys, and these guys been messing up the league for a long time, these schemes that are built to give you easy throws, wide open throws, let your wide receiver be yak guy, and you end up with a bunch of points. Baylor defense ain't give no help at all. Yeah. But when I'm grading quarterbacks, I'm just giving my grade scale here. I'm on your big boy throws.
Yeah.
What are your big throws like? I don't want to, what that corner to the end, to the sideline right before the numbers. Do you throw it out of bounds? Do you hit it right before? Can he get 2 feet down, 1 feet over the middle? Are you afraid? What's your fade look like? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I'm constantly worried about your big boy throw. So SMU, which doing research on them because we got a coordinator from there.
Coordinator, yeah.
SMU defense ain't bad.
Not at all.
And they're a playoff team too, so I was cool. I was like, all right, competition. He was able to hit some wide open targets, but he didn't throw guys open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And that's kind of one thing. Them dudes got a lot of space in that offense. You know what I mean?
Baylor's always had a lot of space in their offense.
They find a way to create it. But in those times where there was like coverage there, I wanted to see him lead guys. I don't know why I'm doing my thought. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm podcasting. I wanted him to kind of lead guys a little bit, and they had some decent yak guys, Brian. Yeah. So if he led them a little bit, they'll probably get more yards. There were times where it'll be like a crossing route and the ball will be right on them.
Mm-hmm.
Place it a little bit better, you know what I mean? Or if it was anything outside the numbers, that ball was hitting Aaron Andrews upside the head, dog. Like anything that was to the sideline, he would kind of miss those a little high, or he'll overthrow somebody down the field a little bit. But if the player is open or breaking, and he's on time and the rhythm is good, his placement is generally good.
Yeah.
But if he's off schedule, that's when he gets hit like a ton of bricks. He hits his layups, but the big boy throws just really didn't hit it for me. I watched the Arizona game because we watched a bunch of Arizona DBs.
Right.
So let's see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? He had a rough day versus Arizona, man. He got the ball out for the easy stuff, but when it was time to try Genesis Smith or try Stooks a little bit down the field, it didn't work well for him. Also, too, I think something else he does is I think he's late on some of his throws. Sure. If he gets the ball out early, a lot of his receivers don't get hit over the middle like they do. A lot of times he got his wide receivers killed over the middle because he was just a little late and the ball was right on him type stuff. And I also watched him versus TCU, in which he was cool, but he wasn't great. Hit his layups, some throws, fine. I got Sawyer Robertson in the extras. Cool player, decent player. If you want to, I know he can run a system, you know what I mean? Like if you one of these coaches and you want to use like a college type system or something like that, keep him in the shotgun and just throw the ball multiple times. Yeah, he can play that in a system, but I don't think he's a guy that's going to elevate the guys around him or anything like that. I think he can run what you give him to run, but I got him in the extras, Brian.
I have him actually in the 5th round, and I kind of fell in love with the 6'4" and the 216.
You old scout.
I am an old scout. I absolutely see what you're talking about with some of the throws that he makes. I think there's some times where the touch is subpar. I think the timing is subpar. Accuracy can be kind of a hit and miss thing. The thing that I really liked about this guy is when he got pressured, he didn't seem like he got rattled. Yeah. He seemed like he hung in there, and I kind of felt like that his ability to hang in there, kind of trust his guys. I mean, he makes some incredible throws. You could watch some of the throws that he makes in these games with Trigg, the tight end. They've got another wide receiver that's outstanding. They've got some guys that he could throw the ball to that make plays. Yeah. But I did see him like when teams were playing cover 2, maybe because I was watching Trigg so much. That you could see the seam throws. You could see
seam was there. The seam was there.
I mean, okay. So the ball going down the field, it seemed like there was a little bit more of some accuracy with that. But I did like the toughness. I like the ability for him to stand in there. I love the size of the player. I love the fact that he is a fifth-year senior. I do think he's got some pro traits to him. I do think he's got the arm talent. There's times where the ball comes out of his hands quickly. I think it's got velocity to it. But the touch, the timing, that could be, as I mentioned, a little bit of a problem for him. He's an adequate scrambler. Mm-hmm. He's not one of these guys. We've studied some quarterbacks who are elite or good at scrambling and making plays with their legs. I think Sawyer Robertson is not in that level. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to know that this guy's probably, as you mentioned, VOCH, is going to have to get into a system where he can run it, where it's a little bit of the, take the snap and throw it, work on his timing, get better at that. That was something I struggle with, but the touch, kind of get that better. But the arm talent, the size, the toughness, all those things I think are there for this player. Like I said, I put him in the fifth round. It'll be interesting to see if somebody he might go undrafted, but the fact he is a fifth-year senior and has had some experience of playing these games, I think somebody will look at that and take that with his measurables and give him an opportunity.